So this is part of this whole new series that I want to do with all these great, we were talking earlier about how my job is to assemble a great team of people around me when we march into these real estate projects and remodels and whatnot. And you guys doing roofs, I thought would be a great start to this thing that we're going to do. So next week, maybe we'll talk to some flooring people and we'll get into furniture and construction and whatnot. So my name's Travis Lee. I'm with Compass Real Estate. I am here with Michael Hudgins, who is a metal roofing expert. Austin Gunn, my great friend, who's with Ultra Roofing. It's his company. And he's got some other projects. I don't know if he wants to talk about that a little bit later, but this guy's 25 years old and has so much going on. I wish I had his bandwidth when I was his age. And then behind the camera is my great good friend, Brent Gary, who is the internet relevance creator to the stars and me. So we appreciate him. Anytime you see me doing something cool on the web, it's probably was his idea or he promoted it. So, I'm his favorite. He's mine. So don't even think of reaching out unless you need help, and he'd love to hear from you. So roofing, Austin, you kind of do sort of traditional roofing from what I've seen, and composite shingles and whatnot. But then you found this guy, Michael, who's delving into metal roofing, which I've started to notice these products kicking around. They're really good looking. Talk to me about, because I think I want this for my house. I sent you a picture the other day of one that popped up in my neighborhood. It's so damn good looking. What's the price difference between a regular composite shingle roof and a metal roof?
I'll let you get started on that one. So,
and of course I go right to pricing, and then we'll get into design and what.
When it comes to pricing, it's not as brutal as people think, or as most homeowners think. A lot of times they're told it's 3 to 4 times more to upgrade from a composition roof to a metal roof, and that's just not true. You're at worst, there's a lot of variables. It depends on how cut up the roof is, how steep, how high it is. But typically you're looking at anywhere between 25 to 50% better.
Got it. So you've written
2 times more being worst case scenario.
If it's a heavy pitch and you could fall off and kill yourself.
Yeah, a lot of that waste factor on how cut up it is.
Got it. So just to put it in, so you've written a proposal for my house. Do you have that committed to memory? Do you remember sort of the ballpark dollar figure?
Yes. Ballpark number. I think it came in around the 12 to 15,000.
12 to 15K?
Yeah.
So if we wanted to switch to a metal product, we'd be looking at.
Let me switch.
The house is 1,700.
30 to 35 off top number. Yeah. So it's somewhere in the 20s.
In the 20?
You have to look at the roof itself. See what the waste factor looks like. It's low slope, not cut up. I'd say a pretty straightforward in terms of design. Okay. Then yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you always have to factor in that waste. People don't understand there's trim, and you got to what 10% over.
The waste on a metal is a little different than the waste on a composition roof, because on a composition roof you can get to the end of a hip, cut, and still cut an offset for your next thing, so you're reducing your waste. Metal, you can't really do that. You get to the end, the piece you cut off, you're not going to be able to reuse.
So is it seamless across that whole? Or I guess it's top to bottom. Is that seamless from the pitch to the eaves?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter how long it is. Just we roll the metal on site.
Is it like gutters?
Yeah. So
you kind of has this machine that.
But yeah, we have a machine on a trailer, and these giant coils, and we roll the panels right there on site. We roll it straight up to the roof.
I am more and more fascinated by this. And like we were talking yesterday, you don't paint this. It comes in different colors, and so it's not powder coated.
You never want to paint it. Why? You want it to be factory finished, because the warranty on the metal isn't really a warranty on the metal itself. It's a warranty on the finish. And right now, they're warranted at 40 years because the oldest ones are 40 years. And we know it'll last that long. We don't really know how much further it'll last. It hasn't been tested yet.
And oh my gosh, what happens? I mean, hail, you guys live and die, but we're all chasing an ambulance one way or the other. But hailstorms, what happens to a metal roof in a hailstorm?
So it depends on the size and density of the hail. The typical hail that we get in North Texas, you may get a few little dents here and there, like you would in your car. Not even as bad as your car. It's going to hold better because it's against decking. So you may get a few dents there, but it's cosmetic damage. It takes much bigger and denser hail before it does damage, what we call structural damage.
Like water intrusion damage.
Or it damages the seams, or you get a dent that's so heavy that it's busted the decking beneath it. And then at that point, insurance is going to kick in. You're getting a new roof.
Wow. And insurance is a whole other thing we won't delve into today because it is Man, the insurance scenario, especially here in Texas, has changed people's home buying situation. You thought you were going to buy $1,000 house. Well, no, you're looking at 525 or 5 because now you've got your interest rate is up a little. Your insurance is certainly a conversation you need to start while you're shopping and getting ready to go under contract. So you can take all that into consideration. What's the one thing homeowners should always do before calling a roofer?
I would say documentation is everything. That's the name of the game in our job in terms of, especially if it's an insurance related work. So anytime you notice, the smallest bit of water intrusion, you even notice the hail that's laying down and hitting the concrete and hitting your roof at the same time, take a photo of that hail. Take a photo of the documentation.
Oh,
Water intrusion. It helps us be able to fully articulate the story to the carriers. So I think that's my one piece of advice. The one thing that you need to do besides calling a quality reputable roofer is to document.
so know your insurance scenario. I don't. I'd have to go pull up those.
Not even necessarily a certain scenario. I think it's just having photos of with a timestamp of when did this occur and what is occurring at this time.
And this is we're reacting to an event, damage, wind.
Proactive rather than reactive.
Got it. Got it. But then I'm thinking like I have no idea if there was hail today. I have no idea what my insurance covers or doesn't. And I do this research for my clients, but I have no idea. I have to go look.
Well, the other thing I would recommend is don't go out there and shop insurance policies. Work through a local agent or a local broker because they're going to understand better what kind of
Hell,